Hello pretty peoples, KawaJapa no Kyodori desu. I am Kyodori from KawaJapa. Today we are going to talk about the particle mo. Mo is not difficult, but once again, because the standard Western grammar model does not tend to grasp its core function, there can be confusions and difficulties. The core function of mo is very simple. Mo, just like wa, is a non-logical topic marking particle. If you don't know what that means, you might want to go back to the lesson on wa where this was fully explained. For now, we'll simply use an example. Watashi wa Nihonjin desu. Watashi mo Nihonjin desu. Now, as we have explained before, the core of this sentence, the logical sentence, is simply Nihonjin desu, which analyzes to zero ga Nihonjin desu. Because every sentence, as we have explained, is bound together with ga. There can't be a Japanese sentence without a ga, although you often can't see it. Nihonjin desu is a full, complete Japanese sentence, and it means, usually, I am Japanese, because it has the zero particle and the zero pronoun. Zero ga Nihonjin desu means I am Japanese. So, when we say watashi wa Nihonjin desu or watashi mo Nihonjin desu, why do we use this non-logical topic, which is actually not necessary to the sentence? It may be to clarify who the subject is, or very often it is to make some other point or inference. In this case, let's assume in the first place that someone said, Amerikajin desu. To that we reply, watashi wa Nihonjin desu. What you're actually saying here is, as for me, on the contrary, I am Japanese. We're changing the topic and the subject by using a wa-marked topic, and you're using the distinguishing, the exclusive particle wa to make it clear that what you have to say about the new topic is different from what was said about the old topic. The particle mo, on the other hand, is the inclusive topic. In this case, if someone had said Nihonjin desu, you might reply watashi mo Nihonjin desu. As for me, also, I am Japanese. Both wa and mo change the subject and change the topic of the sentence. But wa stresses that what we are saying about the new topic is different from what we said about the old topic, and mo stresses that what we said about the new topic is the same as what we said about the old topic. Wa is the distinguishing exclusive particle, mo is the additive inclusive particle. So, as we've seen, the mo, just like the wa, can appear to conceal the ga particle. Actually, it's not concealing it at all, because we can use the sentence with no visible ga and no wa either. But sometimes it's actually helpful in defining what the ga particle is going to be. But it doesn't have to be the ga particle. Let's take another two parallel sentences. Keiki wa tabeta and keiki mo tabeta. As you know, the simplest way of putting this is simply keiki o tabeta, and both of the other sentences imply and actually mean keiki o tabeta, but we've added to that basic keiki o tabeta a non-logical topic. Why have we done this? If you attended the wa versus ga advanced lesson, I think you'll know what we mean when we say keiki wa tabeta instead of keiki o tabeta. We are saying, as for cake, I ate that. The implication is that there's something else that you didn't eat. It might mean you ate nothing but cake, but it could also mean there's something in particular that you expect the hearer to be aware of that you didn't eat. You might be saying, I didn't eat my dinner, but as for cake, I did eat that. Now, when you say keiki mo tabeta, you're saying the reverse of this. You're saying that you ate cake as well as something else. You ate your dinner and you also ate cake. So once again, wa is the distinguishing, excluding particle, and mo is the additive, including particle. And from this we can proceed to some of the subtler uses of mo. A type of sentence that you'll often come across is something like, Soyuhito mo iru, and probably the best way to translate that into natural English is to say, some people are like that. Why do we use mo here? What is the implication of this mo? Well, it's marking the people, and what we're saying about them is that they exist. So, soyuhito mo iru means people like this exist, as well as people of another type. In English we say some people because we're not saying that all people are like this, we're only saying that some people are like this. In Japanese what we're saying is people like this exist in addition to other kinds of people. So once again we are drawing on the inclusive additive quality of mo to make very elegantly and simply a sentence that tells us that people like this exist but aren't the only kind of people that exist. As we would say in English, some people are like this. We have now considered the core function of mo as a major grammatical particle. It does have some other functions when it is attached to other words, such as nanimo, daremo, nandemo, the te form of verbs and expressions of quantity. These may seem like a number of random functions that you just have to learn, but they are in fact all connected to the additive function of mo, and I will be explaining this in a future lesson. Please remember that the course book for this course of lessons is Unlocking Japanese. You can get it at Amazon in paperback and Kindle editions, and we recommend reading the book along with attending this course of lessons. If you have any questions, please ask them in the comments below and I will answer. Thank you for attending once again. これからもよろしくお願いします. Class dismissed.